Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and today we're going to be talking about some bare minimum things that men should be doing in 2024. Now, I know sometimes all the advice online can feel pretty overwhelming, so I'm going to do my best to simplify things for you guys today. These are the absolute bare minimum things that men should be doing in 2024, specifically from a woman's perspective. No fluff, just here to make your life a little bit easier and give you some clarity. I wouldn't suggest approaching life with a bare minimum mindset, but this can be a helpful place to start to make sure that you're moving in the right direction. You don't want to be the bare minimum guy. So in 2024, we're raising the bar here. And that leads me into point number one, which is embrace accountability. This will change your life, and there's a reason why I'm putting it as number one. I know some things are completely out of our control, and we have to acknowledge that. But generally speaking, I think the sooner you take accountability for yourself, the better off you will be. This is a huge issue that I see, especially online, and I think it really hinders people's personal growth and success. It keeps people almost stuck. Taking accountability is a crucial aspect of personal growth and responsibility for everyone, regardless of gender, to be honest. This would also be number one on a list that I make for women too, so don't feel like I'm picking on the guys here. Being able to acknowledge your actions, take ownership of mistakes, and work towards making amends will help every single area of your life, not just with women or relationships. Holding yourself accountable is considered the bare minimum in my eyes because it's a fundamental expectation, not something exceptional. It is a foundational element of building trust, healthy relationships, and promoting personal development, an absolute must for both men and women. Next, we have Basic Hygiene 101. At a minimum, you need to be clean and keep these things in check. Now, I could have made all of these separate points, but they're pretty self-explanatory, and again, I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible today. This is basic hygiene, so if you want to argue with me in the comments about any of these, I genuinely do not know what to tell you, okay? Number one is your smell. This includes showering, making sure you don't have BO, bad breath, using soap in the shower. Now, there was a bit of an uproar when I said this in a previous video, which, I'll be honest, I was a little shocked by. Bad breath. We need to think about things like using a tongue scraper, flossing every day, switching to an electric toothbrush, okay? Bare minimum things here. Next is your hands. Trim your nails and keep your hands clean. I know some of you have manual labor jobs and your hands might get a little bit dirty while you're at work. That's fine. Just do your best to keep them clean when you get home and just trim your nails and try to keep the dirt out from underneath them. We have your hair. Wash your hair, scrub your scalp, make sure your hair isn't greasy and full of dandruff from being dirty specifically. I know some of us have skin problems. I've been there. I can empathize with you more than probably anyone on this point because even though I wash my hair all the time, sometimes I still get dandruff and I have to use a special dandruff shampoo. It's just the way my skin is. It is what it is, but do your best to be proactive about it and take care of your problems if you have them. And really what I'm saying here is just be clean. We don't want to be walking around with super greasy hair. Make sure that you're using shampoo and keeping yourself clean from head to toe. And you probably knew I was going to say it, your skin. You need to start taking care of your skin, even if it's only a 2-step routine, which you can get with the help of today's sponsor, Tiege Hanley. So many guys aren't taking care of their skin, and I would consider this to be a bare minimum self-care step. It makes a huge difference, and it's often pretty obvious who is taking care of their skin and who isn't. Tiege Hanley simplifies the process of taking care of your skin. They provide you with all the products you need and nothing that you don't. Now, I usually recommend you start with their level 1 system, which comes with all of the basics, but at a minimum here, you need to be using the bare minimum system, which comes with a daily face wash and an AM moisturizer with SPF 20. This isn't something that you want to put off because prevention is key. Your future self with skin that looks better than every other guy who didn't take my advice will be thankful. So click the first link in the description or the pinned comment to get both the wash and AM moisturizer for only $9. That's right, $9. This is an exclusive opportunity to transform your skin and your confidence. At least do the bare minimum for your skin. It's $9. You don't have an excuse anymore. The next bare minimum thing you should be doing is limiting your screen time. So many of us, including myself, mindlessly scroll on our phones and end up wasting so much time. Recognizing this and making some positive changes here will change the way you spend your free time and perhaps the way you view your time in general. It did for me. Now, I am not being dramatic or joking here when I say my husband and I bought a lockbox for our phone. Screen time limits were not enough for us, as a huge part of our job is to be on our phones. So we said, you know what? We've got to lock these babies down. It's a problem. So we have this little box we put it in, and you can put it on fortress mode, and you cannot break into the box unless you contact the company. And if I'm contacting a company to break into a box that I locked my phone in, I'm down bad. Like, that is just embarrassing and would be such a big hit on my ego. I don't think I could actually physically do it. So we lock our phones in a box, and honestly, it's helped. My mental health improves. I get more work done. It's just a win-win. But being on our phones too much has become such a problem. It's a real problem, and I think so many of us are so addicted, and it is making us sick, mentally and physically. So just try to be mindful of this. Maybe put some limits on your screen time. Maybe lock your phone in a box like I do. Do whatever you have to do to get off your freaking phone and go enjoy your real life, your tangible, in real life. And just as a fun little homework assignment here, check your screen time and see what it looks like, because it might surprise you just how much time you waste. Just getting into the habit of recognizing when you've been on your phone too much would be my main takeaway here for you guys. And no shame if you have to lock your phone in a box, because I do it too. The next bare minimum thing here is to be interested and become interesting. My last point about getting off your phone leads me into this one. Make time for your hobbies. Find things that interest you, that bring you joy, and that add real value to your life. I know this doesn't seem like it's that important, but I promise that it is. Being interested is going to help you grow, learn, and evolve. To be interesting, one must first be interested. Think of the people that you find interesting. What about them makes them interesting? For me, when I think about people who I find interesting, it's usually because they are interested in interesting things, right? They have interests, they have hobbies, they have things that make them unique, that they're very passionate about. Having hobbies and interests will make you a more well-rounded individual. It's going to advance your skill set, your expertise, it can help your confidence, and so many more wonderful things. I've actually done a few videos about hobbies and the importance of them that I'll link below for you, just so I don't repeat myself a ton here. But the main point that I'm trying to make here, at a bare minimum level, you need to find things in your life that you enjoy, that bring you joy, that you're interested in, maybe a hobby, an interest, a passion, whatever it is. I don't care if you monetize it or if you don't, or if it's just something that you do in your free time that lights you up inside. You need to find things that interest you. This is a bare minimum thing that I think all men and women should be doing. Okay, the next one here is make your bed and tidy up. Your space can often be a reflection of your mind, as they say. The first order of business, and a piece of advice I heard a few years ago actually, is to always start your day by making your bed. I know it sounds silly, but let me explain. Research has shown that starting your day by making your bed can have positive effects on your mindset and your productivity for the rest of the day. This is a small task that can give you a sense of accomplishment early in the day. This feeling of achieving a task can set a positive tone for the rest of your day. This can create sort of a ripple effect of other productive behaviors throughout your day. It sets a precedent for completing tasks and can lead to a more organized and efficient day for you. So when you're done watching this video, if you haven't already, go make your bed and see if it impacts the rest of your day. Another obvious point to make here is that a neat and tidy environment can contribute to reduced stress levels. Making your bed can help create a sense of order and calmness in your living space. It might not necessarily change your entire life in a dramatic way, but it can be a simple and positive habit that contributes to your overall well-being. Something so small as making your bed. Who would have thought? And a personal tip here from me to you is that I like to tidy up as I go throughout the day instead of leaving everything for a huge cleanup project. It's less overwhelming and daunting when you tidy up periodically, and also just helps make sure your space is a pleasant environment to be in. One thing I started doing a couple years ago that helped make my mornings a lot easier is putting my kitchen to sleep the night before so that when I wake up, there's nothing to clean. It's just nice when you leave your bedroom and you walk out into a clean space and you don't have to spend your morning cleaning things up or doing sort of housework, and you can get right into your day and make it a productive one. You know, this might be different for you, but for me, this includes unloading my dishwasher or making sure there are no dishes in my sink, wiping down the counters, putting everything away. Okay, the next one I have here is set a step goal and move your body. Now, not all of you will have the same approach in doing this, so I don't want to be too specific, but my point here for this one is to make sure that you're not being sedentary. You know, whether you set a daily step goal for yourself, go to the gym, take a boxing class, go to Pilates, I don't care how you do it, but make it happen. This is bare bones, bare minimum. You have to do this, guys. I am begging you because it will change your life and I can guarantee it. You know why? Health is wealth. And again, this is bare minimum because our bodies need movement. We are not meant to be sedentary creatures. Any movement is better than no movement. It doesn't even have to be working out at a gym for 45 minutes. Just move. use a standing desk, go for a walk while you drink your morning coffee, do some calf raises while you brush your teeth, do some squats while you're on the phone. Again, find a way to do this that works for you and your lifestyle, but you have to start moving. Move for your mood, for your stress levels, for your mental clarity. There are so many ways you can add this into your routine, no matter what your schedule is like, no matter how busy you are. Someone actually left this comment on a recent video of mine, and it really stuck with me. And it said, keep moving, don't be sedentary. You will rust long before you wear out. And so I'll leave you with that for this point. I'm not joking. When I read that comment, I legitimately got up off the couch and went for a walk. So maybe you should do the same while you watch the rest of my video. And lastly, have a budget. And honestly, just a basic understanding of your finances. Again, I say basic because this is bare minimum. I'm not asking you to go be a finance bro or to become a CPA, but have a basic understanding of your finances and it will change your life. I know I've mentioned this in a few videos lately, but it's because I care about you and I want you guys to be in a good spot financially. Life is expensive, and I believe this is a bare minimum task you need to do in order to make sure you're on a good path financially and setting yourself up for the future. It's not fun unless you enjoy spreadsheets and numbers. I sure don't. I don't have fun doing my budget, but it's necessary. The same way that you're tracking your screen time, as I mentioned earlier, track where your money is going and be diligent about it. I think sometimes we don't realize how things add up and just how spending money on all these little things can add up to be a big thing and make a dent in our bank account. Managing your money can help you achieve financial stability and security, which is about as life-changing as it gets, if you ask me. So keep a spreadsheet and be meticulous. This will help you get ahead and set you up for success financially. We really want to make sure that we're living within or below our means. No keeping up with the Joneses here. So that is all I have for the bare minimum things guys should be doing in 2024. Again, all of these things absolutely apply to women as well, but my audience is 95% men, so that is the way that I speak to you guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you like this video or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to be in the loop for when I release new content. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me over on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys over on there as well. Honestly, I thought of so many more things that I could add to this list, but I didn't want to make it too long. So let me know down in the comments, what are some other bare minimum things you think men should be doing, you think women should be doing? Would love to hear from you guys down below. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.